Also, that doll leaking. What was the point of that?
Yeah, that made no sense. I was like, is the doll supposed to be peeing or something? Like, it's a doll.
Because it was in the nativity play, and the little girl who's playing the Virgin Mary all of a sudden like runs off and is like, "This doll is leaking," and like passes it off to Whitney Houston and runs away.
Oh, no, she gets up and like a puddle of water spills on the floor.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah, I'm wet. I'm not doing this. I'm like, I'd be saying the same. Like, why is this doll wet?
Yeah,
right
like that's the same thing. You know? But I was like, wouldn't that accomplish? I mean, I guess it shoehorned Whitney Houston into singing.
Yeah, no, we need Whitney to sing. I don't know why she had these kids on stage anyway. Like, we could have just had Whitney do the whole play. Like, we don't need these kids.
Hi, I'm Danielle.
And I'm Del.
And this is the Black Catch-Up, where we're catching up on iconic Black movies and media we missed out on in our more conservative religious childhood.
Today we watched The
Preacher's Wife. Yes, it's part of our holiday special theme, whatever we're doing all December. So, let's IMDb this. An angel comes to Earth to help a preacher save his church and his family.
Okay, yeah. I guess that's pretty much what happened. So I guess as per usual, start off with things we liked about the movie.
Yes.
You want to start off, or?
Sure, I'll start off. I liked the first scene at the church where Julia has the choir move with the sermon. That just felt very church to me, and it amused me. I thought it was funny.
Okay. Yeah, I like the singing overall in the movie. Whitney Houston can sing. I think that.
I mean, that's
doesn't really need to be said.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think.
And I'm not sure there was a scene she was in that she didn't.
Yeah,
sing.
No, they definitely used. They got their money.
They were like, we have Whitney. We're gonna use her.
Like, they gave her full numbers, full songs. So, like, I imagine the soundtrack for this movie is A1.
Yeah.
You know? All right.
The next thing I have is Jennifer Lewis. She's an absolute treasure. She's wonderful.
No, she's very funny.
Like, she's so good. I love her.
Definitely had some good moments.
Yeah.
I thought there were a couple like cute moments between Whitney Houston and Denzel.
Yeah, I wrote
like
that
the
too.
skating scene was cute. I thought the dancing scene at the Jazzy's
Yeah,
club
those are
was
the
really
exact
cute.
scenes I have too.
Yeah, and then I also did think the scene with her, the preacher, where they fell in the snow. I thought that scene was cute too.
Yeah, that's pretty cute.
But there were a couple cute scenes in this movie.
Yeah, that's all I had. I pointed out the same two scenes you did of Denzel dancing in the club. Just the entire club scene in general, I enjoyed.
Yeah.
And then the ice skating scene. It just seemed like a lot of fun, and I like when Denzel looks like he's having fun. Also, I guess to keep building off of that, I thought the chemistry between Julia and Dudley was really good.
Julia and Dudley. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I'd agree. I thought they had a lot of
so much so that I was like, I know I can't root for them because he's an angel and has to leave.
I was hoping they kissed at the end.
So was I.
They gave us like that little cop-out kiss on the cheek. I was kind of disappointed.
I knew that wasn't gonna happen because this isn't a Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
And like he does have to leave.
Yeah, he's an angel doing God's work for the husband.
I know.
So he can't steal his wife.
I know, but
that would have been a better movie.
Yeah.
But okay, yeah. I mean, that's all the things I liked about this movie too. Want to get into negatives, things you did not like. I guess I'll start. The big problem for me was I didn't understand how we got from her basically cheating on her husband to their relationship being fixed.
Yes.
That was my big problem with this movie. Like, I just felt like I didn't see how their relationship got fixed. I didn't see how the church got fixed. I think this movie kind of did that whole, like, churchy hand-wavy thing where, like, oh, you come to church and sing and all your problems have gone away. Yeah. You know, and that's kind of how the movie ended. So, like, their relationship was fine. You know, like, they got to keep the church. Even when the guy got out of, like, his court date, I thought that was kind of hand-wavy. Like, the pastor just kind of stormed in and was like, he looked me in the eye. I'm like, that's not really how court works.
That's not how the law works.
He did, he did bring up the receipt thing. Like, he has the ATM receipt, but that should have been brought up before. Like, you shouldn't have to bring that up.
I thought he brought that up when he got arrested in the beginning.
Yeah, like that should have been checked before, and if it didn't work before, it shouldn't work now. You know, so I just thought they had like a lot of that hand wavy. Oh, you prayed, so your life is fixed now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was like my major gripe with this movie.
Yeah. Going off of that, Henry sucked.
Henry, he was a little kid?
No, Henry was the adult pastor.
Oh, the dad? Like the pastor?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
sucked.
awful.
He was really bad. he took Julia for granted the entire movie, and he did that thing where he was like, I don't want you making my wife happy, but it's like, you're not making her happy,
exactly,
so you want her to just be miserable? Like, what? And like you said, it kind of was hand-wavy how everything happened with him, because he didn't change.
No, I didn't really see the change either.
He didn't really change. You know? He kind of just like gave a beautiful speech at the end, and it was like,
and
it was one of those things where it was
decent.
not like
no, I know,
not like good, but just like he gave a nice speech.
Like
at
the movie was like, oh, we'll just make him give a beautiful speech. It wasn't that good though.
It wasn't good, but like in movieverse, it was a beautiful, heartwarming speech that everyone was moved by. And then it's like, but you didn't actually do the things you said. So like, where are we?
The movie I watched,
your
wife fell in love with Denzel. And then you fell in the snow and she laughed at you. And then you said, it's good to see you laugh. And she said, good to have a reason. And that was it.
Yeah.
Like, that was the
movie I saw. Yeah.
That was the movie I saw. And then she still kissed Denzel on the cheek after that. So
I know.
I was fully thinking she was head over heels for Denzel. But
I was head over heels for Denzel after this, too. Yeah, he just didn't change. And I also didn't like that... he doesn't have a change of heart. Other people around him change, so it seems like he changed. Yeah. Like with the thing with Billy, who was arrested, he didn't, like, Billy had to change and be like, oh, yeah. And that's when he, like, decided to have faith in Billy once he was like, of course you don't go to church. And it's like, then why are you here? Like, if you don't want to help people who don't go to church, then what are you doing? Yeah, what kind of pastor? And then, like, at the end, of course, like, he didn't change. Whitney Houston just, I guess, was like, I guess my husband sucks and I can't be with Denzel.
Yeah,
like, what?
Yeah, like I guess, you know?
Yeah. A huge consolation prize was this guy.
Yeah. Yeah, and the movie was just long. Didn't need to be 2 hours. They really hammered in the point that the Henry guy was a shit husband. Like, they hammered that point home, like, and they showed him doing all, like, this other stuff, but, like, all the other stuff he did was kind of inconsequential. Like, it didn't really matter, like, all the other stuff he was doing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he freed the kid. Yeah, he, like, was, like, being a pastor and, like, delivering things, but, like, that had nothing to do with his relationship with his wife, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, again, like, so much happened in this movie for me to still not understand why his wife loves him now. You know, like, a lot happened for me to not get the point of this movie, and for the point to, like for me to not understand why they got back together.
Yeah,
you know?
It just felt like a big, where did I write this? It just feels like a big, stand by your man no matter what.
Yeah, like, and that's really what it was.
Because Jennifer Lewis's, the grandmother character or whatever, she was like, her husband was a pastor, and I guess she had to go through the same things that Whitney Houston's going through now. But it's like, you shouldn't want that for your kid.
That doesn't make it
like,
right.
You don't want it. Like, that's not...
And I was like, I thought she was going to support Denzel and them dating. Because, like, Denzel actually paid attention to her. Like, the whole movie, Henry did not give her any attention. Like, anything.
Like, never. Never. And he was mad that someone else, like, took care of her.
Yeah, it was just jealousy. And then all of a sudden they were in love again. Like, I didn't like it. You know?
It was very annoying.
But, you have anything else specific you didn't like?
Speaking on the movies too long... They could have either cut out Hakeem leaving or the Billy getting arrested. One of those two.
Billy getting arrested. They could have cut out.
I bolded Billy getting arrested because I feel as though Hakeem staying kind of at least had a resolution because he's now their kid. And I remember the little boy asked for a brother for Christmas or whatever. But Billy getting arrested didn't need to happen because it actually had no bearing on the plot.
And that's the thing. But, like, the Hakeem thing didn't need to happen either because, like...
Tis true.
It was a week since he left, and like y'all couldn't have figured this out a week earlier. You know? Like, you know what I mean? And I think they even said something like, "Oh, we tried everything we could, but we couldn't take him if we could." But like, you could take him a week later because he went to church again. I guess you know, it's like all these hand wavy things that like didn't even like matter to what I thought was supposed to be the main plot of the movie. But
yeah. Speaking on that, did Dudley complete his mission then? Because Henry didn't seem like he changed. It was that hand-wavy thing where it was like, I'm confused as to Dudley's mission.
So now, like, was his mission just to make the husband jealous?
Yeah, but that feels weird.
That's a grimy way to go about this, you know? Like, instead of just... and then that's another thing. He was, like, very, cryptic with his mission. Like, you could have just said, like, bro, like, love your wife. Like, your wife wants attention.
Yeah, because it was kind of like I'm here to help you.
Yeah, and like, I'm not going to tell you what you asked. Like,
and then I was like, did he complete his mission? Because I guess the church is saved, and I guess he's back with his wife, but, like...
Did he do anything except make him jealous? Like that. Like all I took from Denzel is he made what's his name jealous, and that fixed their problem. But like that's not how you fix a relationship. It's just not. Jealousy is not does not fix like years of negligence and whatnot.
Yeah.
You know, like
it's because that kind of ignoring, you have to fine tune that. That didn't just happen over the holiday season.
Yeah, you're not fixing that in a week just because you got jealous over like that. If anything, that causes more problems.
Yeah,
I thought it would cause more problems, but
And also, they cheated by doing that time skip at the end because
oh yeah,
the time skip at the end where they just are like all taking a family picture and saying, and they should have ended after he kissed her in the sermon as he's talking about how you need to learn to love your wife, a thing that he didn't do at all this movie.
Yeah, no, he did.
They should have just ended there so that at least like Black Nativity, we can have it open-ended that maybe they're working on something. Yeah. But like the way they ended it, it kind of just like glossed over any of the work they needed to do.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do that hand wavy, end it earlier so we don't...
Yeah, so we can make up our own movie. We don't have to like deal with your movie.
I know. Basically.
But all right, rating?
Yeah,
ratings.
You can go first.
Yeah, this one got like a pretty solid 2 for me. The soundtrack saved it, the singing saved it. I really did not like this movie. It was way too long, nothing made sense. None of the characters did anything reasonable. I still don't understand why they're together. And they also like said they've been friends since they were a kid. Like that doesn't mean stay together. Like
no,
just because y'all were born friends doesn't mean you have to be married.
It just reminded me of when
life.
Will and Jada had that Red Table Talk, the whole bad marriage for life thing.
Yeah, like no, you don't have to be in a bad marriage for your life. You don't have to.
You could actually just stop.
Yeah, but
it's harder, but you could stop.
Yeah. Also, one thing I didn't really get was in my head she was cheating on him with Denzel, but like
it was more of an emotional cheat than like a physical. But
no, to her. But
wait, start over.
No, I'm saying, like, to me, watching it, it looked like she was, like, flirting with this guy.
True,
but, like,
yes.
They're well known in the community, it seemed. Why did no one notice that she was with another dude?
Okay, that makes sense.
Like, that was my other confusion. Like, when she was dancing in the club and, like, you know, I mean, like the ice skating thing, like, no one thought that was weird to see the preacher's wife, like, grinding up on some other dude. But maybe no one could see the angel, but I don't know. It seemed like people could see him, so...
But if no one could see the angel, that's even weirder.
That's what I'm saying. He was talking to people, but, like, I thought someone should say, like, hey, aren't you the preacher's wife? Grinding up on this dude who is definitely not the preacher? But no one did that, and then, like, they just magically were back together again. So.
They had a lot of sexy moments together.
Exactly.
Like the palm reading thing.
Yeah.
Whoa.
He wasn't even looking at her palm. His hand was on top. Like, there was no way he was looking at anything. You know?
It was palm reading like this.
Yeah, and I didn't even think palm reading was like a Christianity angel thing, you know? I thought that was like...
I didn't think so either.
Kind of the other way, the other direction,
That's why I was confused as to why he was palm reading. I was like, that doesn't feel like your shtick, but okay.
Yeah, I was like, angels palm reading? Okay.
I guess.
But yeah, this got a 2 for me. Really wasn't a fan.
Yeah. This also got a solid 2 for me, because I'm just not sure this movie accomplished what it was meant to. Henry made a speech about changing that while also not changing, which always annoys me. I'm not sure Dudley accomplished his mission because of Henry. I think Henry is the real weak link in this movie.
Henry was awful.
Because if it was like a Hallmark movie or whatever, she would have Whitney Houston would have like learned to love again with Denzel, and better movie.
Even a Tyler Perry movie would have been better.
Oh no, don't say that.
Slid off with Denzel.
But just like Henry was the weak link in this movie, and like if he either changed like he said he was going to and like actually grew, or like they ditched him altogether, either would have been better, and they did neither. So it just brought it all down.
Yeah. All right. Final question. Do you wish you saw this earlier?
I didn't actually think of my answer to this one, so you go first.
Oh, no. It was like a pretty quick no for me. Like, I don't even wish I saw it, period, so definitely not earlier. But, yeah, you can go ahead.
I guess mine is also a no. I do like the soundtrack, though.
I've listened to the soundtrack.
And I'm pretty sure I've heard the soundtrack, because I'm pretty sure Mom plays it for Christmas.
No, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've heard most of the musical numbers in this.
Or even if it's not, like, in a full soundtrack, I've heard Whitney sing these songs.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
So, I missed nothing.
So, I guess it was the soundtrack that was messing me up. And I don't need to see the movie to enjoy a good soundtrack. So, no.
All right. Well, that was The Preacher's Wife. So,
yes, it was.
Yeah, go see it if you want to. If not, I don't blame you.
Yeah. Listen to Whitney Houston.
Yeah, listen to the soundtrack, though. The soundtrack's probably good. But yeah, YouTube housekeeping. Like, comment, subscribe.
Ring the bell for notifications. If you have any movie suggestions for us, you can leave them in the comments down below. We do movies on Tuesdays and Fridays, and on Sundays we do TV and music. All of our socials will be linked in the description box down below, and we'll see you next time to catch up. Bye.
And, like, it seemed like they were training for this thing, like, really hard for, like, first of all, Joseph and Mary, the two leads, missed their cue to walk out on stage. And then Mary walks off. Like, what kind of production is this, you know?
Amateur hour all the way around.
No, for real. But, again, Whitney Houston, like, just let her on stage, and we don't care about anything else, you know?
Yeah. You didn't have to go through all these hoops to get her to sing.
Yeah.
Like, as you can see in the rest of the movie, she'll sing at the drop of a hat. You didn't need to do that.
That was another thing. Her, like, pretending she didn't want to sing at Jazzy's. She didn't have, like, the most amazing voice.
I know. You know? I even said, I was like, if my voice sounded even an iota like hers, you just would never...
bashful like that. Like, I'm getting on stage
like,
and I'm
you
singing.
you would be hard-pressed to get me to shut up if I sounded like Whitney Houston.